Taupo-based tech company EyeFly is stepping onto the world stage with its unique bulletproof video camera, enabling extreme tourism operators to capture their customers' thrills. Co-founder Bruce Bartley joins me now. What do you mean, first of all, by bulletproof video camera?
Well, we capture video from whitewater rafts and jet boats. And in these situations, people are hanging on or flinging about. Our systems, we provide a vertically integrated system. A part of that is collecting the video in the first place, which means a camera. It's actually, in our case, it's 2 cameras. But it has to be able to be, chucked underwater, shoved into the gravel bank, have people land on it with their face, whack it with a paddle. And it's got to keep doing that, all day long, every day. So that's why we call it bulletproof.
Do you own IP? Is there IP with this, or is it covering?
There's provisional IP, but we're not relying on that. We're really going for speed to market. We've come into a part of the world where we have no competitors for a complete system for the whitewater rafts and for the jet boats. So our business plan is to go like hell now before our competitors catch up.
But what about GoPro? Is that not a competitor?
Not really. GoPro's a camera. But a camera is only part of what we do. What EyeFly does, it's a complete vertically integrated system for the tour operators. So it starts with a camera to capture some video, and then we have a system to upload that. We have a sales process that the front desk people can sell the videos from. Then it's uploaded to the cloud. Then it's modified, distributed worldwide, and downloaded, a bit like YouTube, downloaded from our channel. So it's the entire system from video collection to video delivery. A GoPro is just a camera. It's only one.
So how did you come up with the idea? Did someone come up and say, "Hey, we need this"?
Yes, that's true. It started in the helicopter world. I had many helicopter customers in the US from a different company, and one of them came to me and said, "Hey, look, we need a new video system. Can you guys from New Zealand, Kiwis are good at coming up with this sort of thing, can you guys come up with something for us?" So that's what initiated it, really.
So where did you trial it?
Where do we trial it? Well, New Zealand's a brilliant place for trialling anything like this. We live in Taupo, of course, and so the first units get tested on our Taupo market. In Taupo, we have whitewater rafts, we have plenty of jet boats, and we have plenty of helicopters. So that's where we started. It's been a lot of evolution and quite a journey to get it there. But New Zealand is a brilliant market to innovate new stuff. But with only 4 to 5 million Kiwis, it's a difficult market to really commercialise well. So with the companies that I'm involved in nowadays, we try and find companies that are appealing to the world market. So EyeFly's market is the whole world. It's not just New Zealand.
What were some of the main challenges then with it?
Making the thing to work right, really. We started with a system which actually used GoPro cameras to start with, but we found as a camera they were not robust enough. And we had to compress the whole thing. And so we've ended up making a new unit, which you can probably see in some pictures or go to our website and see them. It looks a bit like E.T. It's a weird-looking thing, but it's on a rubber mount. We've had to evolve that design through many different steps. To start with, it just was not robust enough. In the commercial world, we got people standing on it, falling on it, and it took us quite a few goes of relentlessly coming back to it to get it right.
In terms of overseas, you're expanding to the UK and the US. Any reason or any order for those, first of all, and then any reason for those 2 areas?
A little bit. To start with, we're already overseas. We have customers in Australia and in Bali and in Hawaii, as well as quite a few in New Zealand. I'm aware that the US is a huge market. It's the biggest population around, and with our other companies, we know they've been very big there. The UK also is, the UK and Europe are big. Our CEO is a very effective guy. He's got a lot of contacts in that adventure world in Europe. So we are looking there first, and we've signed up a customer on the Thames River in London, right by the London Eye, the biggest operator there, who run 5 boats, speeding about the Thames. they've just come on board with EyeFly. So
Gosh. You don't imagine the Thames as adventure tourism, do you?
Well, it's
so
actually
sorry, carry on.
it is a great tour that they do. It's a high speed boat. It's actually not a jet boat. It's a big rib, actually, and it takes 12 seats. And they blast around these highlights in London, like Big Ben and the Tower Bridge and the London Eye. And they have a guide on board who's telling a commentary the whole way. So it is a thrill ride that you need to hang on for, but it's also a really entertaining and humorous and fun ride. So it's a great one. People do it and they want to keep a video of it and of them doing it. And that's our opportunity.
So when you look at these other countries, do you sit there and go, do we need to set up offices? Can we do it from here? Do we need to send a sales team? Do we need to create a sales team? How do you go about that?
Yes, good question. We need a sales team over there. It takes an effort to get them up and running in the first place, but once they're up and running and they are selling the videos with their own sales teams via our internet source, it's all automatic. It's all back end, so they don't need much support from us once they're bedded in. Then it works like a software company. It's all automatic. We don't touch the videos. They collect them, they upload them, they distribute them, and we get paid a part of what they receive. So we need an effort for the sales team. We don't need so much marketing because it's easy to find who these operators are. And our customers are the operators, remember, not the passengers of the operators. And the service is all done from New Zealand. New Zealand is a great country to be an internet provider. I mean, we're the first into every new day. We've now got good broadband speeds, and we're delivering these videos. They're all over the world, and it's all coming from New Zealand. It's a classic opportunity where New Zealand has got a good internet advantage, I think.
And a quick question with regard to this: are the videos edited, or do they go up as recorded live?
They go up as recorded live, but the drivers or the boat operators or the helicopter pilots or the raft guides, they edit it on the fly. They have a remote which enables them to switch between the two cameras, one looking at the view or one looking at the passengers' faces, and they can tell it to record or not record. So by the time the boat gets back to the wharf or the helicopter gets back to the airport, they've got the good bits and not the dull bits, and it's ready to go. So we don't at this time do any other editing of it. It gets distributed as it is. There's a lot of future paths where we can use artificial intelligence to produce like a shorter version. There's some good stuff we can do there.
So if you like, it's the next generation from those of us who did the shot over jet where they had one video on the wharf and watched us do a spin.
That's it.
In terms then of early obstacles and how you overcame them, how difficult is that when you're sort of trying to almost do everything on the fly?
Well, there's some significant engineering challenges to make a video solution that's going to work. The physical unit, that's challenge number one, and then to be able to process the videos, which are, they're huge files. By the time you've collected half an hour of video, that's a heck of a big file. And so there's been a lot of innovation and development done there. We have our CTO and co-founder of the company is John Curtis. He's a guy from Taupo. John's a complete genius with computers and with video. He spent 10 years with Weta Digital down in Wellington, working on Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit and so on. Then we've known each other for many years, but we met again in Taupo. And I said, look, there's an opportunity here in the video world. How about we get together and come up with something here? John got on board with that and has delivered it. And so to get these files able to be put into the right format, compressed, we have various different versions loaded to the cloud, and then the version that people see when they stream it from the cloud is the right one for them. So,
what other applications are there? I mean, I've got visions of a team of skydivers where one person's got sort of a couple of cameras on their helmet and controlling cameras as everyone goes down. Are there any other applications?
Yes, there are. There's plenty of applications. Hot air ballooning is another one that we think could work quite well. We're really going for what you call the lowest hanging fruit. And we've found the lowest hanging fruit for us right now are the jet boats, because like the biggest one in Sydney Harbour, Thunderjet, uses our system. They've got 22 people on board, and there's 22 opportunities to sell a memento video. So for us, we sell more videos that way. So the future for the company is very broad. There's lots of things we can do, but the thing we are confident about is that the memento space, more experiences, people having adventure experiences, fun experiences, doing good stuff. The combination of that plus the ability to share things with social media means by tying those two things together, there's a perennial opportunity to let people share their adventures, sharing their fun.
Are you making money?
Yeah. For a long time we haven't been making money, but now we are making money. This is the year where the company is just coming through into profit now. What
business were you doing before this? Because you would have taken some learnings there to bring to this.
That's right. There's another company I've been involved with over many years. It's called Spider Tracks. It's a satellite tracking company for aircraft, notably helicopters. 2/3 of them are helicopters. That uses GPS and Iridium satellite and the internet. So it works like a private radar system. So an operator of, say, half a dozen helicopters will have one screen, and on the screen there's the locations of all of their helicopters. That's an important safety thing. It's come out of New Zealand. It's become a great New Zealand success story. It's still based in New Zealand, but it has customers in every country of the world now, and many thousands of units out there.
Is that how you've funded this enterprise?
Not particularly. EyeFly's carried its own funding. We've got a core team who've been with us for many years. We've had good assistance from Callaghan Innovation, which is an excellent government program. And now that we're reaching out, we're getting assistance from NZTE to help with our reach out overseas. EyeFly's able to stay in New Zealand, generating employment and value here, while its customers are out there all around the world.
How many employees have you got?
Well, right at the moment it's 7, and they're not all full-time. But we've got some very good people. We've got one engineer who was with us, but then he re-emigrated to South Africa, but he still does work for us. And the rest of us are all in and around Taupo. So Taupo's a surprising place, There's a lot of hidden talent there. There's some other excellent startups I'm aware of coming up in Taupo.
Have you got an exit strategy, or is it too exciting and too many opportunities here to even think about it?
There's lots of ways we can go forward. I guess ultimately everything has an exit, doesn't it? The company's able to be perennial. The likely exit strategy is that one of the bigger companies, and there are some very big ones in the memento space for either photos or video, one of those will acquire us. That's the most likely thing. But it is an exciting run. We keep our eyes on that, on where we're going with it. Once you've got a company into profit, which we're just achieving now, you're not under pressure to find an exit. You've got good time to keep building it, follow the best avenues, do licensing deals with the big guys, maybe sell. We'll see.
Well, fascinating stuff. I appreciate you finding time to talk to us. Bruce Bartley, thank you so much.
Thanks.